Hi there, I'm so glad that you've joined me for this video. In this video I'm going to show you how to make this hat. It's in a cotton, so it's pretty cool for summer. It's simply made in double crochet chain one basically the whole way, so it's not a hard hat to make. And this flower I'm doing in a separate video, and you will have to find that video for the flower. And all I did was sew it onto the hat. Just be careful when you sew it on, because you don't want to scrunch your double crochets. You want to lay it flat and just sew it. I sewed the whole thing around because I didn't want to keep cutting my yarn and then tucking it back in. But that's the video that I'm going to show you now, and let's get started. Okay, so to start off with this hat, you're going to crochet, you're going to chain 4 stitches, and then you're going to slip stitch into that very first one, and you're going to make a ring. Oops, this cotton is a little tricky to get through. Okay, and then I just pull on that string over there a little bit. Then you're going to chain 4. Now this chain 4 you're going to do in every single beginning row. This is standing for your for your double crochet. You have the 3 and then 1 chain. Now in this pattern, the whole pattern is worked by doing double crochet chain 2, double crochet chain 2. That's all you're doing. So if you were doing a proper turning chain here, or starting chain, you would have done 5 chain, 3 for your double crochet and 2 for the extra. But it doesn't work well on this hat, so I'm not doing it that way. I'm just doing the 3 and then the 1 chain. So for your beginning of all your rows, you're going to do chain 4, and that's going to count as your double crochet chain 2. So now you've done this one, this is counting as 1, and you're going to do another 7 double crochets in your circle. So you're going to have 7, so you're going to do double crochet chain 2, and you're going to do this 7 times, so that the end of your circle here you're going to have 8. So now I've done 3 of them, double crochet chain 2, double crochet chain 2. You're going to go all the way around until you have 8 of these, including Alright, so we've gone all the way around, and you should have your 8 double crochet, your 2 chain, and then you're going to slip stitch into the 2nd chain. So basically in the middle of that very first chain that you made, you're going to slip stitch into that, and then you're going to slip stitch into the very first space. You don't have to do that, but I prefer to do that because I tend to get a better end result. And now, because you're going in a circle, you don't want your circle to bunch up, so you have to increase, because that keeps your circle staying flat. So as I said, you're going to start with your chain 4. Every row you start with chain 4, and then you're going to go into your very first space, because now you're doing 2 double crochets in each space. So you've got 2 there with 2 chain in between. So now you're going to go into your next space and do another 2 double crochets, but don't forget it's 2 chain every time you've done a double crochet. So double crochet, 2 chain, and double crochet in that same space, and then your double crochet again. So you're going to do that all the way around. So as you see, you've made an increase there, and you've made an increase Alright, there. So now you've come all the way around, and you should have 16 double crochets. End with your 2 chain, and you're going to go into this, slip stitch into this 2nd chain that you had made, and then you're going to slip stitch in that space again. Slip stitch in your first space, and then you're going to chain your 4. You're going to chain 4, and then you're going to do increases in this round slightly differently. Instead of doing 2 in every single space, because that's going to give you far too many increases, you're going to do 2 in your first one, just do 1 double crochet there, 2 here, and that's going to give you 24 double crochets. But now this is what you're going to have to figure out for yourself. I did mine with 24 double crochets, and I have a slightly smaller head. So you might want to do 25 double crochets instead of 24, and I would suggest that you try that one first, which means that you can do the pattern, or like I'm going to show you, with 2 double crochet 1, 2 double crochet 1, all the way around. But in your last one you're going to have to do an extra double crochet, so you would have 2 double crochets there and 2 double crochets here. It doesn't really matter. You just have to decide for yourself where you want to put them. In the end, you don't really see where you've put your increases. So I'm going to show you how to do it with 25. So I've got one there, and I'm going to do another one over here. It gives me 2 in this one, and then you'll chain 2, and then just 1 double crochet in here, chain 2, and then you're going to have your 2 double crochets in this one, because this is another increasing one. 1, 2, and 2, and then 1 double crochet in your next one, and you're going to go all the way around until you get so you've come all the way around again, and you should end up with 25 double crochets, chain 2, and then you're going to go into your second chain that you made with a slip stitch. Now this is where it's also a little interesting. You're going to slip stitch into this first space and then chain your 4. Now this is counting as 1. Now you don't go into this same space, you're going to go into the next one, because this is the double crochet for that space. And if you do go in there, you're going to be increasing, because you're going to end up with 26 instead of 25 double crochets. Always remember that. Don't go in that first space, go in your second space with a double crochet, chain 2, then you're going to go into the next space, double crochet, chain 2, and you're going to do this all the way around. That's all that you're going to be doing for the rest of your hat. Every space you're going to go into with a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and just remember to keep your 25 double crochets. Don't make the mistake and go in that first one, because that chain is standing as a double crochet for this space. So you're going to go all the way around, and then you're going to join here again, and then you're going to just keep doing this the whole way, double crochet, chain 2, all the way around until your hat starts curling, and you'll see. And once you can keep trying it on as you make it, and once it's fitting on you the length that you like, you can quit doing it and just finish over here. Alright, so here's the end result of your hat, and as you can see where you did your increases over here, you can hardly see where you did them. So you don't have to worry about being precise as to where you put your double crochets. As long as you end up with either 24 or 25, whichever one you decide to use, you will be fine. Now to finish the hat, I used a very simple, all I did was I came into each one of these 2 chains that you did, those spaces, and I did 3 single crochets. That's all that I did. You can do whatever you like, and then I just slip stitched in the last stitch and brought my yarn through, and that's all that I did. You can do whatever you want to do on the last. You don't actually have to do anything. You could leave it plain as well. It's just this gives it a little bit of a firmer finish to your hat, and but as I say, it's up to you. And that's the hat. Well, I really hope that it works for you, and that you enjoy wearing it. I love this hat. I enjoy wearing it, especially in summer, because it's nice and cool. But that's the hat, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that I get to see you in my next one. Thanks. Bye.